Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. Today we are in Tainted Grail Conquest once again. And today's video is a little bit different from the ones we've been doing recently. It is all about the village. So I'm going to be going over the village. I'm not going to tell you how you recruit all these members, but I am going to tell you what you actually get here. And of course, more importantly, we are going to talk about the all-important currencies. Now, when you recruit a new member for your village, you will be able then to gather up the currency for that villager. So the idea of this video is to go over all the different currencies, what we can do actually at the village, and hopefully just give you an idea of what's to come. I'm going to try and avoid spoilers, which is why I'm not going to tell you how to actually get all the villagers. But if that's a video you want to see, drop a comment down below and let me know. As ever, we do have an active and growing Discord, so if you want to join and talk about this game or any game you may be playing, the link for that will be down in the description. We welcome you to join. And of course, if you do find this video entertaining or you just want to see more videos just like this, don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Okie dokie, so let's talk about currencies. Now there are a number of different currencies that we can get in this game. And they are wealth, rune dust, tallow, golden tokens, weird stone, blood, card shreds, and journal pages. And my god, that was actually a lot, wasn't it? And apart from wealth, all of these other currencies actually carry over to your next playthrough. So every time you finish a run, whatever currencies you've managed to save up, you can take to your next playthrough. The only thing that doesn't roll over is currency, but there is a kind of extra thing that we're going to need to talk about that, but we will talk about that in just a second. So let's go through all the currencies. I guess the first one we should really go through is, of course, wealth. Now, as I already said, wealth gold is lost after each run. Also, all items brought with wealth again is lost after this run. And you typically earn it through combat in the game. You kill your enemies, you earn yourself some gold. Also, there's random encounters and story events that can also give you gold too. There's also a very nice event that gives you the possibility of actually earning 500 gold in one go. Is it worth it? Well, you guys tell me. If you know, you know. So the first member of your village or thing in the village we're going to talk about, of course, is a lost soul. This is actually a really interesting spot. It's one of the first things you actually unlock in a game. You have a chance to buy yourself a few potions as well. And of course, you have all important chance of getting those quest cards that can be so helpful in your playthrough. You can also upgrade your healing mixtures here as well. This is a permanent upgrade, and this is done by using Weirdstone. Now, Weirdstone you can get through encounters and, of course, combat. 100 Weirdstone is awarded for each run completed if you've already unlocked that thing that you kind of got in a previous run. And of course, here is where you can summon your wolf if you have already got him. Next up, we have the Blacksmith, and the currency for the Blacksmith is rune stone dust. Now, every time a player merges rune stones, they get dust. The higher the rarity of the rune stones that you merge, you get more dust. Dust is used within this shop for permanent upgrades, and there's a number of different things you can do. You can exchange your runestones, you can transmute your runestones, and of course you can upgrade a variety of different abilities, from an extra armor slot to an extra weapon slot, even extra item slots that you can use. And don't forget, everything upgraded here is permanent as well. Personally, I tend to find a Blacksmith I don't tend to use this one all too much. However, getting the extra armor slot, getting that extra weapon slot for more runes can be very useful. Next up, we have the Master at Arms, and the currency here is card shreds. Now, it's really interesting because every time you level up, you are always offered 3 cards. You can, of course, spin the dice and get a couple more cards to choose from, but every card you don't pick acts as a card shred, and it could be spent here at the Master Arts again for permanent upgrades. You can draw more cards in the first hand or draw more cards every turn with these upgrades. And remember, this does carry on to the next runs that you use as well. On top of that, guys, you can also manage your deck from the Master at Arms, which can be very, very useful. You can get new cards or remove cards. You can also duplicate cards as well and mark a card as the first hand, meaning you have that card every single time you jump into battle. The Master at Arms really is very valuable. Next up, we have the Candle Maker, and the currency at this villager is Talo. Now, Talo is really interesting because you actually earn it by burning candlelight. Every time you reach a new candle threshold, you get more as well. Also, every time you finish a run, the amount of candles you finish with determine how much Talo you're awarded with. Now, it's quite interesting because I rarely burn candles at all, so any Talo I earn is through candles left over at the end. Now, there's a reason I do that. It's because I like to get all the encounters that I possibly can. Certain encounters you can't get if you're burning a candle. Now, right now I have 600 Talo, and I have used quite a bit because there's a few different things you can do at this shop. So therefore, not burning any candles still equals getting quite a lot of Talo for this shop. Now, the upgrades you can get at this shop are increase the number of candles you actually start your run with, increase the duration that they burn for, and increase the amount of candles you get for beating the boss. On top of that, you also have a few map-related upgrades. You can increase the milestones, healing ability, increase their damage boost, increase the armor boost they give you, or for actual cash, you can reveal all NPCs on the map, as well as reveal all locations on the map as well. This one I've used a fair bit, especially when it comes to revealing all the NPCs on the map when I very first started. I found out you don't really need that too much, however, but it's quite a good little one to have. Next up, we have the all-important seamstress. Now, she is my favorite villager, to be fair, and her unique currency is blood. Now, blood's very easy to get. You basically earn it from battles. The more enemies you kill, the more blood you will earn. And of course, with this, you are buying unique upgrades once again. The seamstress will upgrade your health, your armor, your basic damage, your weird stones gained, increase your wealth as well by a certain percentage. You can also increase your experience, and you can also buy a special card. That is with coins, however. The special cards from her really aren't that bad. She does also have some extra abilities. She can remove curses, and you can get random passive skills. However, that is only for this run. She also has the ability to change the way you look. So the way you created your character at the beginning of the game, you can change that from here for free, which is pretty cool. Honestly, she is my most used villager. I use her quite a lot. I've got quite a lot of these upgrades as well, and I'm really glad that I found her as early on as I did. Next up, we have the scientist. Now, she's a little bit unique because for her currency, it is golden tokens, and golden tokens are acquired by, for every 100 coins you have left at the end of your run, you are given 1 golden token. So they're actually really hard to get. However, if you do get enough, you can get a few different upgrades. You can upgrade almost any consumable in the game. You can also buy them from this shop as well. Now, for me, the warding lure is the one I like the most. I think having a barrier, is very, very helpful. That tends to be what I use this for. But this is a good one. There are some random items in this game, though, so it's one of those. There are definitely some good things here. Some of them, unfortunately, aren't that useful, though. And lastly, we have the Ghost Shop. Now, the Ghost Shop, the currency for this is pages, journal pages. As you go through the game, you will learn new pieces of information. For every new piece of information that you gather, you will get one journal page. Now, you can use those journal pages to exchange them for different currencies. Any currency for any villager that you currently have. So it's actually kind of cool. Like I said, you just exchange those pages for the currency and then use them in whatever shop that you decided to. You also have one extra ability, and that is to gamble. The Ghost Shop does like a gamble. It will unfortunately cost you 100 coins to have that gamble. Typically, if you win, it will be doubled. Now, there are definitely more villages that you can gather for your village within this game. However, they are all the villages that you unlock that actually have different shops, have different currencies, and can be used to strengthen your runs as you go further into this game. Like I said, I'll try not to give away any spoilers for the actual story. I haven't told you how to get any of these things or what their stories are actually related to. But every single villager does have a story, not only to be found, but also once they're in your village as well, they will help you complete other stories. As you just heard, some of those shops are absolutely vital. For me, the seamstress is the best one. Let me know down below what you think is the best one, but I don't know where I'd be without her, to be fair. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, found it entertaining or helpful in any way, don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Very important. And we also have that Discord, so if you have any questions and you want to chat about this game, we have quite a few active members playing this game currently, so hopefully one of us can help you out. The link for that is down in the description, and until next time, happy gaming.